You went to episode
Kibugari.
Why for call episode Kibugari?
It's always mix. I will put time mix up, like it's always mixing it up, like high life, like I don't know, do fear same, atia don't go and all of that. Like it's mystifying the people, perplexing them, like confusing people. So it's more like a miseducation. So I'm here to give the fans education, and we put the dance on a higher dimension, and everything will result in an elevation straight. Jupiter is lyrically weak, it's fragile, his lyrics are soft, like dry ointment. That man there too, softy, you know. If I know lyrics, you know, if you come see me, you know, come and dance a jocular, you know, come and feel walla, me full of being formula, me no run pop, you know, I said the thing set, you know, yeah man.
Why you alone? Yeah, you want beef all this?
I'm not beefing them, I'm exposing them because they've miseducated Ghanaians for a very long time. Up to now, 90% or 95% of Ghanaians don't know that the Patoi is very pivotal when you talk about dancehall music, because dancehall music comes from Jamaica. It emanates from Jamaica, so it's very, very substantial towards learn the Patoi. It's very mandatory. I feel my sound is different from what people hear from me, like the normal artists from me, because mine is a bit like unique. So I feel as time goes on, people are gonna understand me, and as time goes on, we're gonna ameliorate, improve with many things. So yeah, the only dancehall artist in the whole of Africa, only dancehall artist, most authentic,
Shatta
idiosyncratic. Oh, Shatta is always contradicting himself. I'm a paradoxical musician. I'm never original, you know. I'm not dancehall artist. He can't chat up Jamaican lingua like me. He can't speak Patoi like me. Hey! Please.
So a couple days ago, Adolfo, there is this dancehall artist. As you see how far online and Crawford Leboni, so a very, very arrogant. Well, some believe, or a lot more believe, say, a hard guy. And you know, some spirit now, boy, reanimu, you know, dancehall Jamaican type of culture. Magikal settings. Okay, can't say me at the fan Crawford. Well, and they are channel. I will corner her. You will be send a few questions, bro. Well, welcome.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. You know, being boss, #1 vlogger. Big up yourself.
Thank
yeah,
you,
man. Straight.
So if you check online right now, people they call you arrogant, extremely stubborn guy, full of pride. Some people say you never go blow because you disrespect certain dancehall artists. How many dancehall artists were you disrespected on DJ Slimmy show?
You got about 5 names.
Chameleon. You say he be who?
Chameleon, most of his songs are not dancehall, like he's lyrically weak.
Wow.
Fragile, very fragile.
Stonebwoy.
Afro dancer, there's nothing like Afro dance or Permian dance or like me not read that style then or dancer. It have your original. Dancehall has to be authentic.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's a universalistic genre. It's not a local genre, so you don't have to localize something that is global. Yeah, also be mitigating the genre. I am fully.
So is it the JJ genre?
The JJ, I don't know whether it's high life or I don't know. Like it's not dancehall. Like it's not dancehall.
You went to Shatta.
He's always singing in Ghanaian, tagging himself as a dancehall king. It contradicts. That's Ghanaian dancehall. Like
so, if someone is singing Ga, he's not qualified.
No, dancehall is strictly Jamaican Patoi. When you check the key elements of dancehall, the extensive use of Jamaican Patoi rather than Jamaican English, and the instrumentation is the last thing that is considered. So when you check the key elements of dancehall, the rhythm, the language is the most important. vital thing, like most important, most significant. Yeah,
okay, so you went to episode
Kibugari.
Why for call episode Kibugari?
It's always mix. I will put time mix up, like it's always mixing it up, like high life, like I don't know, do fear same, atia don't go and all of that. Like it's mystifying the people, perplexing them, like confusing people. So it's more like a miseducation. So I'm here to give the fans education, and we put the dance on a higher dimension, and everything will result in an elevation straight. Jupiter is lyrically weak, it's fragile. His lyrics are soft, like dry ointment. That man there too, softy, you know. If I know lyrics, you know, if you come see me, you know, come and dance a jocular, you know, come and feel walla, me full of being formula. Me not run pop, you know, I said the thing set, you know, yeah man.
Why you alone? You want beef all these?
I'm not beefing them. I'm exposing them because they've miseducated Ghanaians for a very long time. Up to now, 90% or 95% of Ghanaians don't know that the Patoi is very pivotal when you talk about dancehall music, because dancehall music comes from Jamaica. It emanates from Jamaica, so it's very, very substantial towards learn the Patoi. It's very mandatory. Very, very, very mandatory.
So without you being able to speak in Patoi or sing in Patoi, you can't be classified as
you start a dancer. Like you're not qualified for the thing, you know, unless you do maybe a Afrobeat and a piano, or you can't be a dancehall artist the moment you mix it up.
Okay, so now we get major award schemes. With top music executives as board members. People who are well versed when it comes to, you know, matters concerning music and its business. Very good. Now, you try to talk, say you know dancehall, you understand dancehall better than them, because TGMA has a category for reggae dancehall. Stonebwoy they win them, Shatta win some. You know, Raskuku win some and co. So they try to talk, say the award scheme be, you know, bogus.
No, I feel that award scheme are ignorant when it comes to the reggae and dancehall category, because reggae and dancehall are not the same. You don't even have to integrate the two. You don't have to combine the two. Reggae dancehall. Reggae is different from dancehall. Dancehall is more of the youth and like the streets, and it came from the street and it came from the slums of Jamaica, and it was created with their local dialect. That's the Jamaican lingua, the Patoi. So from a Kenyan chat of the lingua, he is not a qualified dancer. Or no must study how to chat of the Jamaican lingua like a yardi. That's how the thing set now. So it's very necessary to learn the Patoi, and reggae is different from dancehall. Reggae is more of the instrumental and the vibe and a bit of consciousness. But dancehall is about like dancehall. They have the party side, the inspirational side, the jamel side, the party side like the spice, and the gangsterism side like Bounty Killer. Them go and shout them something them attack about is like people have to be educated about the genre, because a lot of people don't really understand the genre to the fullest or to the highest pedestal. So I'm here to give them education and keep it phenomenal and original, because dancehall is international and a local thing and a big man thing on a street. Okay,
so these be people where then set the pace down for dancehall.
Well, I don't see it that way. Jamaicans set the pace for all of us, because Jamaicans popularized dancehall. They were the ones.
But in Ghana, I mean.
No, I feel before they came into the industry, dancehall was already making waves, because we had the likes of Mavado making hit songs.
In Ghana?
Like their songs were traveling and like it was making waves in Ghana. Their songs were making a lot of waves in Ghana. Like we have Circle and Baby, you know, like the Marco I Love My Life, Egyptian, Girl Me One Feel, yeah, them tune there is it. So I will put them did boss. I will put 8 songs in Ghana, like they were having a lot of hit songs in Ghana way before Shatta and Jupiter instigated their journey.
Okay, so if I want to ask you, say, who will you credit as the person who starts the dancehall genre in Ghana and popularize it? Who you go mention?
In Ghana?
In Ghana.
Oh, for me, authentic dancehall.
Authentic. Whether authentic or dancehall.
I feel like they just tag themselves with the name, because the genre was already popular before they came. Because a lot of me like for instance, like I used to listen to Vibes Cartel, Popcorn before Wale and those artists came. Like I knew their songs. I knew most of their major songs before Wale even tagged himself as a dancehall king and all of that. So I feel they had the tag on them, but what they were exhibiting wasn't like, they didn't correspond with the title that they've put on themselves. Because they were like, it's more like a self-contradictory something, like they were paradoxical artists. They were not like original, because how can a dancehall artist do a song like Kolego no Ninja speaking Ghana and all of that and tagging yourself as a dancehall artist? That's very preposterous. So I'm here to educate the people, because they've really indoctrinated a lot of people, and they've caused big damage to the genre. They've mitigated and devastated the genre completely. So I'm here to revivify the genre, like amplify and fortify and transmogrify. You see me? I don't come here romp on the street. Fully dancehall, me say, no, because while they dancehall over the Magikal set things come here with a ulipa vigor, with a romp up in the street.
I want to ask you.
Yeah.
After you said all these things, did you receive any form of threat?
Oh yeah, on social media, people will be like, most of them were like insults, like abusing you on social media. Oh, you never blow. You have to go and beg them. That doesn't make sense for me, because everyone doesn't have to pass through those artists before he hits. Everyone can come out on his own when the person works hard. Besides, all those artists who followed Wale and Stonebwoy, they are nowhere to be found. Captain and the rest, nowhere. Their careers are under the sea, so they haven't made any waves. So I don't understand why people keep saying that you need those people to make the hits. And having that mindset alone impedes your hard work, like it slows down your hard work. So you have to you have an autonomous mindset, independent mindset, and work hard for yours. Don't depend on a big artist. What if he ignores you, meaning you can't make it? It doesn't make sense for me. So I feel putting in the hard work on a regular and always having your formula and like putting in the practice makes your thing stand taller. So I feel I can make it on my own, and when I put in the adequate promotion and dissemination, a lot of people are gonna know me. It's gonna give me a good recognition, because I'm here to stand for the dancehall fully, because dancehall is not local. You can disseminate dancehall from authentic. A Ghanaian can learn Patoi, and Jamaicans will even be mesmerized by you learning the Patoi. Like they'll be like, hey, how this year? I never know said the boy could have chat up the lingua, so I never know say come from out of Ghana. Yeah, big up yourself, you know. Well, of them I go follow you on the social media, and all of them application there. Cause them I go see say, yo, yeah, go and go do the thing, you know. Well, them I go say, yo, that boy there, I don't know this, you know. He man no crabbe, him no wagwan, him lyrics no fenke. He man tell our musician for real, you know, straight. So a lot of them are gonna like your style. They'll be like, wow, an African has learned our language. That one alone is gonna like amplify your brand and send you to places that no one will even imagine. So I feel like authentic dance, or like you being a Ghanaian shouldn't limit you to only Ghana. No.
Okay. I won't ask you, if they say you violate, you understand. You be street boy.
Yeah.
If they say you violate. Yeah, you violate on the street, you understand.
Meaning yeah.
So people they talk say you violate, harm for touch you. Especially after you mention Shatta's name.
Okay.
What do you have to say about that? Because they say you disrespected him.
I never disrespected him. I said the truth. Everything I said was factual.
Because people say harm for touch you.
Oh, I no go fit touch anyone. We all the way we there on the street, them can't scare nobody, you know. Cause the way we talkie. We're not afraid of no bull bucker, you know. We go play the way of them like snooker. Come here the #1 dancer, attacker and striker. And me too maka. Tell all of them say I'm ready for them any blow clock time or day. Come not come fi play. Me come fi buzz them brain with the word play. #1 dancer raise up the banner from Ghana straight to USA and Zimbabwe is it. So we're not afraid of no rascal bull bucker, you know. Ready for the all of them anytime. Cause we flamboyant and buoyant, brilliant and exorbitant and self-reliant. When I depend on a rascal artist for nothing. You see me straight.
So you go classify yourself as an upcoming or underground? Which
upcoming, I feel I'm more, and the upcoming is due to like the fame perspective, and maybe I'm still fighting for my breakthrough hit song, so I'm still putting in the promotion. But I'm better than.
So you are better than who?
I'm better than like all the artists claiming to be dancehall artists in the industry. All of them.
Stonebwoy.
If I clash them one-on-one, it's gonna be a total disgrace.
Wow.
Because I'm lyrically inclined. I'm full of lyrics. It's not gimmicks. Me full of a bag of lyrics, and no gimmicks. Me full of dancehall genetics, and I me have the characteristics. And me study the dancer like linguistics, is it? So I'm ready for any rascal artists. I'm not ready none of them artists that come and beat them bad. None of them are crabbe. Them for no say me vibe no fenke. I mean the only dancer artists in the whole of Africa. One dege. So all of them have to bust a blank for the settings boss. Cause right tell them me link up with Vim boss. I will come and fi buzz the thing global. Cause me too phenomenal, me too fantabulous, miraculous, stupendous and tremendous dancer. Me no run pop, you know. Okay. Straight. Yeah,
so as you say, they high spirit inside.
Oh, high spirit.
So
fully
people
high,
they talk say.
Very effervescent. Yeah,
okay. People they talk say. You know, the Patoi way they try speak them things, or it be lingua.
The Jamaican language, Jamaican Patoi.
Alright, so then they talk say, you know, it be class 1. So they make some.
No,
so
I don't look
you they speak authentic Patoi, self way they brag.
Everything about me is authentic.
So
and
what
majestic.
you they speak no be funky.
Yeah,
it's a bad silly Patoi, you know.
You never know, say me lingua vigorous, you know, strong lingua. Like a lot of Jamaicans have endorsed me. I go on their TikTok lives, and a lot of them compliment my accent. They say my accent is magnificent, and they like how I'm a effervescent. You see, and my rhyming scheme is excellent. Yeah, and my style too is not local; it's prevalent. So I'm always like confident because I feel I'm the teacher and they are the student, and none of them can test me. You know, I fully
come forward for me.
Yeah, because a lot of Jamaicans have made lots of videos complimenting me, and you don't need a popular Jamaican artist to compliment you, because the citizens of Jamaica, like in Jamaica, are the same people who support the likes of Vybz Kartel or Shumpo. So if a lot of citizens compliment you, they are the same people who be under your show when you perform in Jamaica. And I have a lot of them complimenting me, a lot of DJs playing my song in the club and like complimenting me that I should come to Jamaica. Like they always like adulate me that I'm fantastic. Yeah.
So you know, as you go say all those things on air, DSL and some, you know, hard-working upcoming musicians, I would say the people all did the same category. They came hard at you.
Oh, they are all weak artists. Because DSL was a BBL that artist. Like, I know lyrics, and I can't shut up the Jamaican lingua. I have come here with lectures. Them can't style me, you know. Come the #1 dancer for real, you know. So tell that little boy DSL, say, yo, him have to go all a BBL. Can't style me. Me are the #1 dancer. Lyrically cruel.
Which other artists will come out?
I saw one of them say, I don't know whether it's King Henny or King Junior or one of them.
Yeah, I think King Junior.
Yeah,
what like, call him King Henny.
King Henny, like,
wow.
I mean, I know lyrics, and I'm a pick me. Him can't style me. Like, all of them are follow back artists. So they are just doing it to impress their boss. You see, when you check their songs, they are also not authentic. They're also following the same line. Their songs are very, very weak and like very whack.
So people they talk say in Ghana here, if you do authentic dancehall, you never go.
That's a blatant lie. Because if Vybz Kartel comes to Ghana right now to host a concert, he's gonna full up the whole place. And Vybz Kartel doesn't sing in Tree, he doesn't sing in Pidgin. The same Ghanaians are gonna sing his song word for word. Meanwhile, there's no Pidgin or Tree or local language. So I don't understand the reason why people keep on saying that. They are very hypocritical. They don't like something. They don't like it when they are like someone from their country learns something and wants to globalize his brand or push his brand like on the international level. They always want you to be local, and they'll be following the likes of Popcorn, Massacre, and all those people. It shouldn't work that way. Dancehall is not from Ghana, so how can you tell me that I should do, it's like we are speaking English and say we are in Ghana, so we speak Ghana English. So they are going, they is going, so that it doesn't make sense. It's very counterintuitive. So I feel we have to stick to the authentic style. Authentic style, you know, we don't want to make something, you know. Isn't it so straight? I said the thing set, you know, yeah, man.
Okay, so I like your vim and energy.
Because I mean vim boss, you know, me there with the baddest vim boss, you know, yeah, man, straight.
So now other people hold a session that, you know, whatsoever thing you they talk here in future, if not now, it will come hard against you. As in, you know, the insult way they take come your seniors. They happen to know people in the industry. They are friends with popular DJs. They control the streets. They have huge fan base who are purely dancehall lovers. So to build your fan base, you need to be very careful.
Yeah, I understand.
But
you know, I understand that they have the numbers and they have but they've misled these people for a long time. They've bamboozled them for a very, very long time. And if someone is doing the right thing, and you see clearly that the person is doing the right thing, and because of fanaticism, you want to become a sycophant to your artist, like you don't want to say the truth, you want to become sycophantish, so you feel to say the truth there, it's gonna like weaken the music industry forever, because we all can't follow the wrong thing. You have to follow the one who is making sense, and the one who is full of magnificence and making sense. You shouldn't always follow like your artist because you like him or he came before. But he was misleading people. Because what they are doing, Jamaicans have lambasted them several times. Luciano, for example, said only God understands what they are singing about. You see, like it's a big disgrace. When you check the Assassin clash, total whack. For me, we said dancer, if you chat up the Jamaican lingua, you know, Assassin clash, and they were all speaking Pidgin, your mother and things. What the blows and skate, me know that style there, you know. You have to learn, if you chat up the Jamaican lingua, hold the microphone, bust up a rhyme for the fan them, make the fan them know, say, you know, run joke, you know, run pop, you know. No come stand there, sir, and come here with a banger and say you was a bad dancer. I mean, no rate you, kaya bini. Long time I tell us, I bini, no, I don't rate none of uno. Cause the whole of uno lickling on my face, I full of be a disgrace. You can't style me, cause me think just a bust in a space. I'm the #1 dancer. Punchline, tie like the shoelace.
If you get a feature with Shatta, you go do?
I don't like.
You don't like?
A free verse, I'll reject it because it's lyrically weak.
Stonebwoy?
I don't like. None of them. I said it on the Dusty show that I won't feature any Ghanaian artists.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll reject.
Even if that could be your breakthrough,
it won't be my. I don't believe that. I don't believe you only need a collaborator to make a hit song. No, I feel when you get the adequate and good promotion, you can make it on your own. Blacko didn't feature anyone, but it came with it's about the promotion.
But he went global with Burna Boy.
Oh, I understand, but you know, dancehall is already on the international market. Dancehall was popularized by the Jamaicans already. So when you are doing dancehall, you follow the authentic way. It's easy for you to go global because the language alone is global. Because we have people from Japan even learning Jamaican accent, like Jamaican lingua. So that shows you how influential Jamaica is on the international market. Their music is global. The likes of Spice, Vybz Kartel is tagged world boss. Why is it tagged world boss? Meaning his brand is universal because of a dancehall music. So it's not a small genre. So dancehall, if a dancehall artist is authentic, automatically it makes him international.
Okay.
Yeah.
So people too said, you know, whatsoever thing you said on air be because you take things, you smoke.
No. I've never smoked before.
So why did you choose dancehall?
Because I love dancehall. Dancehall is not about smoking alone. People think when you're a dancehall
but you know the culture comes with violence, right?
I know, yeah, it has violence in it, but we have branches of dancehall. We have the violent side, we have the party side, we have the inspirational side, like the likes of Jamil and those people. They don't really sing about like girls and all the time, but they like slow type. We have the DJing side, the Bounty Killer style, Beanie Man, Vybz Kartel, Elephant Man, all of them artists there, you know, so that's how it is. Like I said, the thing set, you know. So it's not about only the violence. People think dancehall is about violence and gunshot. Dancehall is the best genre for party. That's what you see. You go see a way a girl broke coat, catch it, and them something there. Like when you want to see the girls whining and breaking their waist, like all those things, it's more of the dancehall. When you check Charlie Black, Conscience, like their songs broke off your back, those kind of songs, like whining. It's the best like genre for partying, like. Because the way they jump on the beat, everything like wicked. Okay,
so do you know how to be manager?
No.
Gomski.
Yeah. On
he made a statement on 3 Music that dancehall be the problem of Ghana music.
No, I feel it's because the people representing or claiming to be dancehall best miseducated people about the genre, making them to think it's about only the violence, but it's wrong. Dancehall is not about violence because we have artists in Jamaica who never record these songs. Someone like Popcan, he hardly records these songs. He mostly sings about maybe live or maybe his ganja or maybe girls, or we have artists who sing about girls alone. Someone like Conscience, Charlie Black, they like to sing about girls and twerking and whining. So I don't believe that it's because the artists in the industry indoctrinated the public. That when you're a dancehall artist, it's about you have to bust gun and them something there. I know them thing alone, I don't believe them thing there, I lie them, I tell. Because if you expose the whole of them, because a long time I tell us enough of them original, them style never original, but them can't style me. Because I'm transcontinental, lyrically brutal. I don't come if pop style, dancer reptile, lyrically immortal. Full of beard danger like the crocodile. All of them feel some me have the murder. And I come if give the fun them, I will up a signal. Me full of badness like busy signal. I want to them straight.
Adolfo, well, we are currently on session with Magikal settings. Or say wicked settings.
Wicked settings.
Global. Also, adventure. Well, you can feel free and then put it out. The other video on YouTube. Do well, say subscribe. Now attend your post and notification on. So I want you, for educational purpose, to break down what defines dancehall.
The key element.
The key elements, to be specific.
The key elements include its extensive use of Jamaican patois, rather than Jamaican English, and they focus on the track's instrumentals. So the most important or the first thing to be considered is the extensive use of the Patoi. So if the Patoi is not present in a song, disqualified. First thing, because it's not always about the rhythm, because we have Jamaican Spice and Vice Cartel made a song in 2009, and they used Neo, the American singer's rhythm, Miss Independent, and they used it to make a song called Ramping Shop, and that song was on Billboard 2009, and they used Neo's rhythm, and that song was categorized as dancehall because of what the Patoi used on that rhythm, because that rhythm is not a dancehall rhythm, it's an R&B rhythm, but because of the Jamaican accent, like the Jamaican Patoi used on that rhythm, it was what classified as dancehall. So the Patoi is the most important, because Skilly Bang doesn't always use Jamaican like beat, sometimes he uses trap beat and all of that, but it's still like tagged as a dancehall musician. You see, we have people like Craft Guard, we have people like let me say Skank, all those artists, they don't always use Jamaican like dancehall rhythm, not always. But
so to you, the first one,
you must learn the Jamaican accent. You have to study the lingua. From a can't shut up the lingua, you're not qualified for a dancehall musician. Yeah, man, fully dancehall, fully Jamaican lingua. We're not run popping on straight up. That's how the thing set, you know.
Now, I took time after your first interview to check on, your YouTube channel. You had a couple of songs out there.
Yeah.
Where you they try promote. Well, some had good reviews, but as I listened to one, and I believe you were the editorial.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the sound. I don't know whether it's because I may not be in dancehall.
Okay.
So I criticize you since you are. Yeah, I believe that be what you saw and were like, no, you get something to say.
Yeah.
So people they talk say maybe there is something bad about your mixing, mastering and your sound, your vocals. What do you have to say about that?
Oh, I feel people are like they are sharing their opinion, but I personally don't see anything wrong, because I've disseminated the song to a lot of people, like not only in Ghana, outside Ghana, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Uganda, and they all like love the sound, like they play it in the speaker and no one complains about it. But I feel I feel my sound is different from what people hear from me, like the normal artists from me, because mine is a bit like unique. So I feel as time goes on, people are gonna understand me, and as time goes on, we're gonna ameliorate, improve with many things. So yeah, I feel I don't see any problem. I don't really see any problem with my sound, because when I play it in the speaker, I always repeat it. I listen to my songs on a regular basis, and I personally don't see any problem.
Any problem with it. Now you had 3 major songs out there. Mina joke,
Broken Wine,
Banana Girl, right? That be 3 songs.
Yeah.
So Broken Wine be the current latest one where you try promote, dropped 1 month ago. How is the feedback like?
Oh, a lot of people like it. I have people from Jamaica like complimenting the song, playing it in claps, and giving me a lot of good comments, because when you check the comment section, about getting to 700 comments, people from South Sudan, I will put people from Outer Zimbabwe, Kenya, all of them country there, I love that song, I will put people endorse that song, them say that tune ya sell off, they say this song like is very good, like they really like the song and the lyrics and everything. It's more like a bashment song.
Okay, so how about the country within Ghana?
Ghana, a lot of people are lambasting because I lambasted their artists. So they feel that they want to anathematize me, but I don't really care about them here, because 90% of Ghanaians don't really understand dance, so they don't even know the key element. They feel it's only the rhythm. So they don't take their time to listen to the lyrics and the flow. They only focus on the rhythm. But from the tag about lyrics, I'm not saying the lyricists like Magikal settings, but the only lyricists, number 1 lyricist, dancer, specialist, and revivalist, full of be energy like Equalist. As some just areas of the banner from Ghana straight to Paris and Indianapolis. And my vibe is move fast like Yaris. Scare the all of them like a terrorist. I want to them.
So currently you they play shows?
Yeah, it's been a while since I played the show, because of the negotiations, like people want to put you on a free show and all of that, and I have a management team, so you always have to like pay years before we come on your show.
What your rate?
Like
no exact figure, but you know something average.
Like something like 800 CD.
800 CDs.
800, like they go. Like for now.
Okay.
Like I'm being sincere. If you have 800 or 900, I'm gonna be in a show. Yeah, man, straight.
All right. Well, it was nice having you. But do you have something to say where we no ask you, where genuinely you want to address, apart from your socials and you know?
Yeah, man. I would like to tell Ghanaians that they should change their mindset. The upcoming artists should stop depending on the popular artists or the famous artists that they will help them. It's not always that way. That's why the industry is stagnant, because they don't want anyone to surpass them. So always work hard for your own. Don't be dependent on them, because human being can disappoint you. So always work hard and build your own brand, and also challenge them. Challenge makes you work harder. Don't depend on them. Don't see them to be superhuman. You can do better than them, because they are human beings just like you. Yeah. So I feel when you work hard, a lot of people will come out, because a lot of people are underground because they're always depending on those A-list to do always fool you. So believe in yourself and do your own thing, you know. Don't fall back on no man.
Okay.
Straight.
Before you go put your socials out there, my last question, it escaped me. Be say, assuming you know, high grade family, SM family, Beam Nation, at least these be the three major dancehall, you know, fraternity in the country. They approach you, say, oh, they do authentic dancehall, so they won't sign you.
Wow, I'm gonna reject it with pleasure.
Wow.
I don't need anything from them. I don't want them to sign me. They should sign, and I'm here to challenge them. So why do you want to sign me? I'm better than them, so why should they sign me?
Wow.
They want to sit on my shine or what? Or they say they wrote my song for me. Me, I'm lyrically better than them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I create lyrics with ease, and my lyrics please, and they make people freeze. I don't know. We kid this, you know. I'm set it up for you know. Vibe just acute appendicitis, leptospirosis. We kid this, you know. Raise up the dance albana. And one of them famous the baddest from Ghana, baddest punchliner, scare them like a hyena, lyrical designer, raise up the banner from Ghana, Trinidad straight to Guyana. All of them are famous the dancehall commission and executioner. Is it me? All of them are one of the boss are blank for the settings boss. Coming around joke, but I ain't a loss. Too miraculous. I will come here to defend the dancer like Roberto Carlos.
Nice one. So your last message should be your socials.
Yeah, man.
How do
Magikal settings on TikTok, Magikal_S on Instagram, Magikal settings on Facebook, on Twitter, Magikal settings, on YouTube, Magikal settings, on all platforms, Magikal settings, MAGIKAL space settings, #1 on the ratings. The only dancehall artist in the whole of Africa, only dancehall artist, most authentic,
Shatta
idiosyncratic. Oh, Shatta is always contradicting himself. He's a paradoxical musician. He's never original, you know. He's not a dancehall artist. He can't chat up Jamaican lingua like me. He can't speak Patoi like me. Or Bawasa. He's not the lyrics, you know. Jokola set it up for real, you know. I'm the artist.
Charlie, well, thank you for coming, bro. Nice having you.
Look at yourself, from boss.
Vimbaz TV.